Hey you, welcome back to my channel everyone. If you're new here, my name is Efwa Park. I post about global Korea scholarship and my life in Korea. Today we are talking about the 2025 GKS-G applications FAQs. That is the frequently asked questions. Okay, there are a lot of questions that some of you sent to NID, that is the GKS board. So they've made these FAQs questions into a file in the GKS guidelines. That is at the appendix on page 48. So if you want to read this FAQs, you can go to page 48 of the GKS guidelines. So I'm going to go through today's FAQs with you. Okay, they are frequently asked questions, and also I'll try to address some of the questions that you guys asked me in the comment section and also in my DMs, because sometimes when I type, I guess some of you don't really understand, so I feel maybe I should add that to the video so that it could be much more understood by you. Okay, so before we start today's video, kindly like, share, and comment. Okay, that is how you help my video to go far. Also, if you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that whenever I post, you get updated. Okay, so let's start the video. First of all, the first question is, should I submit my parents' passport copy? And the answer is, it is necessary to submit an official document, that is the applicant's birth certificate of family register, that proves you and your parents' relationship. That proves you and your parents' relationship. If the document does not include you and your parents' citizenship information, then you should submit additional documents, that is passport copy or other government issued documents that indicate citizenship information for proof of citizenship. Please note that a birthplace or ethnic group information on a birth certificate or current residency in the submitted document will not be accepted as proof of citizenship. Okay, so I think what the person wants to ask is, can I submit my parents' passport copy as citizenship document? Okay, and the answer is saying that yes, you can submit it as a supplementary document in case your parents' citizenships are not mentioned on your birth certificate. Okay, so you, the applicant, you can submit your birth certificate as your proof of citizenship plus the family relation documents. So it will be showing your relation between you and your parents as your father and mother, and also it will be proving your citizenship since your citizenship is written on the birth certificate. Now, I know sometimes the parents' citizenship are not written on your birth certificate. So what you can do is to add a simple passport photocopy of their, you can just add simple photocopies of their passports to show their citizenships. Okay, so, or you can also make copies of their national identification cards. Okay, you can use those as well. Please, we do not consular confirm or apostle passport copies or ID copies. Okay, what you have to consular confirm is your birth certificate, the academic transcript, and your degree certificate, copies of those. Okay, now let's move to the second question. My father has deceased long time ago and I cannot provide his proof of citizenship. So this one, in case your father is no more, how are you going to provide his citizenship? So the answer here is, if you are not able to issue your parents' proof of citizenship due to your parents' absence, that is either divorced or deceased, then you can provide supplementary documents that explains the reason for not submitting their proof of citizenship. So you can add a divorce certificate if your parents are divorced, or you can add a death certificate indicating that maybe one of your parents is no more. But I think you have to consular confirm those documents as well. But if you are confused about anything, please, you can also email the GKS coordinator of your university to ask them, okay, for further inquiries and to be sure of exactly what you're supposed to do. Next is, my parents and I hold different citizenship. Am I eligible to apply for the program? It says, yes, you may, as long as you and your parents do not hold Korean citizenship, and if you have a citizenship of the country that is invited to the GKS degree program, you are eligible to apply. So let's say maybe my parents are from Cote d'Ivoire and I have Ghanaian citizenship. I can still apply, okay, because my parents are not Koreans, they don't have Korean citizenship, and I also don't have Korean citizenship, so I can apply. As long as I'm not Korean, I am eligible to apply. And I also have to make sure that my country is part of the countries that are allowed to apply for the GKS scholarship. Okay, next one is my country is not listed in the 2025 GKS-G program. Can I apply for the program? The answer says the quota allocation is decided based on mutual agreement on cultural and educational cooperation between Korea and the participating countries. All applicants must hold citizenship of the GKS partner country except for the R&D, Global Network, and International Organization programs. These programs are open to all countries around the world. Applicants for R&D, Global Network, or International Organization programs must directly apply to their designated university since the program is only available under university track. So maybe your country is not part of the countries that are allowed to apply for GKS through maybe embassy track. You can apply from any country at all through the R&D, the Global Network, or the International Organization programs. That's what they are trying to say. Okay, all right. And those ones are only under university track. So you have to apply to the university directly. But I don't think this one applies to any of you because I know my subscribers are from the countries that are allowed to participate in this scholarship. Okay, now let's look at the degree. I'm expected to graduate from a degree program in March 2025. Am I eligible to apply for this program? The answer says yes. Applicants who are expected to graduate by July 31st, 2025 can also apply for the program with a certificate of expected graduation. Such applicants must submit their official graduation certificate and final academic transcript to GKS Center, that is NIED, by July 31st, 2025. Failure to do so will result in the cancellation of your acceptance. So maybe you want to apply for this scholarship, but you haven't graduated yet, and you're going to graduate by July 31st of this year. Yes, you can apply, but make sure that you can get your degree certificate and official transcript by July 31st. In fact, before July 31st, so that you can submit it to NIED by July 31st. If you're sure of that, then yes, you can apply for the scholarship. Next one is, it takes 1 year in my country to get a diploma after my graduation. Can I apply with my provisional graduation certificate or provisional degree certificate? So they are saying, no, you cannot apply with a provisional certificate. You have to make sure that you get the degree certificate by the time that they've allocated, that is the 31st July 2025. So no, only an official final graduation certificate or degree certificate or diploma is accepted. The graduation certificates must clearly indicate the date or at least the month of the official graduation. Provisional certificate is not accepted as a graduation certificate in the GKS degree program, even if it is acknowledged as an official graduation certificate in your own country. So they are saying you cannot apply with a provisional graduation certificate. It's either you send an expected graduation document from your university, or you are applying with like a graduation certificate itself. Okay. Next is, I have a master's degree. Can I apply for a master's degree in a different major? Which degree certificates should I submit? Okay, so they are saying you can apply for a master's degree program while holding another master's degree. If you are applying to a master's degree program, you should submit a degree certificate and academic transcript of your bachelor's degree. In this case, your CGPA of your bachelor's degree should meet the grade requirements in the application guidelines. Providing your master's degree certificate and academic transcript is optional. So if you want to do another major in master's degree, even if you have a master's degree already, they are saying yes, you can, but then you'll be submitting your bachelor's degree and your bachelor's degree transcripts to the scholarship board to judge you if you are eligible, or if you are eligible to win the scholarship. Okay. If you want to provide your master's degree certificate and academic transcripts, that is optional. You can submit them as supplementary documents just to show your academic background or something, but they are only going to use your bachelor's degree and bachelor's degree transcript to see if you are fit to win the scholarship. Okay, next is, I am currently in my master's degree program at a university in Korea. Am I eligible to apply for the master's degree program at another university? They're saying if you have graduated from a Korean high school or a Korean university, or if you are currently enrolled in the final year of your degree curriculum or if you are about to obtain a degree at a Korean university, you cannot apply for GKS degree program. If you are not near that graduation, you may apply for the program. However, if you are selected as GKS scholar, you must drop out of the Korean university you are currently enrolled at and start the degree program under GKS as a first year. Transfer credits from your previous university will not be accepted. Applicants who are residing in Korea may need to return to their own country in order to issue a new visa for their Korean language program or degree program. In this case, their entry airfare will not be provided. Yes, so if you are schooling in Korea and you're about to complete or you have finished school here, you cannot apply for GKS. But if you are schooling here, maybe you are in the first year, then yes, you can apply for GKS. But then if you get the GKS in another university, you would have to stop whatever studies you are doing in that university and then start afresh through GKS. And yeah, they will not allow transfer of credits. And if you have to maybe go back to your country to maybe get visa to start the the GKS language program here, you would have to cover your own airfare because they are not going to provide that to you. Okay, next is grades. The grades in my transcripts are different from the GPA scales in the guidelines. How should I submit my CGPA? Can I use the scores I converted from a grade conversion website? So this is for those who converted in Scholar. If your grades do not belong to any of the GPA scales we accept, those are the ones listed here. You must submit a converted grade confirmed by the university. If applicants convert their grades through a grade conversion tool such as Scholar, the converted CGPA must officially be acknowledged by the relevant university. Please submit an official certificate or at least a testimonial issued by university that confirms the converted GPA. This supplementary document does not need to be apostilled or consular confirmed, but must be submitted in an original document with the university's authentication. The screening committee will determine whether your CGPA is eligible for the program or not based on the information you provided. So, so after you do the conversion on Scholar, you have to take it back to your university for them to confirm that yes, the CGPA aligns with the university CGPA, and they're saying that you don't have to consular confirm the Scholar converted document and the university's authenticated document. That is the testimonial that they will add to the Scholar document. So you don't have to apostle or consular confirm that. But please ask, if you are in this situation, it's best to ask the GKS coordinator of your university or maybe email the Korean embassy directly to confirm, okay, before you move on. Because you don't want to make any mistakes when it comes to the scholarship, okay? Next is my CGPA is below 80%. Am I eligible to apply for this program? Yes, you're eligible to apply if you are ranked within the 20% of your class, even if your score percentile is 80%. So if your CGPA is below 80, the other option you have is you must be ranked within the top 20% of your class. Okay, then you can apply for the scholarship. Along with your transcript, your original transcript, please submit an official certificate or a letter from your university that grade stands within that your grade stands within the top 20% of your class. So that is how they are going to prove that, yes, it is true that you are part of the 20% of your class. That is a letter from your university. Next question is, my academic transcript only indicates CGPA and does not offer GPA by semesters. What should I put in the application form? So here it says, if your transcript does not cover GPA of each semester, you do not need to fill in the box for each semester year. However, you must put the CGPA and a score percentile of the entire degree curriculum. If your transcript does not provide a score percentile, refer to the appendix GPA conversion table to convert your CGPA into a 100-point scale. So the conversion table is also part of the guidelines document. So please go through to check the conversion of your CGPA in the table, okay? And if on your transcript you don't have the GPA per semester, it's okay. You don't have to fill that part of the box in the application forms, but you have to write the CGPA at the final box over there, okay? Right, I'll be doing another video on how to fill the application form. Now tell me in the comment section, filling the application forms and the study plan, which one do you want me to do first? Okay, so write in the comment section, maybe study plan first or filling the application forms first. Please leave that in the comment section so that I'll know which one is more important to you guys. Okay. All right, next, I am applying for a doctoral degree program. Should I submit a CGPA of my bachelor's degree? The answer says applicants for doctoral degree program should put a CGPA of their previous degree, that is master's degree, on the application form. Doctoral degree program applicants should submit their graduation certificate and official academic transcript for both bachelor's and master's degree. The CGPA required in the application is of the master's degree. So if you are filling the forms for PhD, you only have to indicate for master's degree, okay, the GPA and CGPA for master's degree. But when you are submitting the document, you have to submit both the academic transcript and the master's degree transcript, okay. But in the application forms, the most important is the master's degree transcript and the CGPA. Okay, next is I transferred to my university, but the official academic transcript issued by university does not indicate the GPA of my previous university. How should I submit my academic record? It says, please submit an official academic transcript issued by the university you graduated from. The university you graduated from, okay? That is the transcript you must submit. If the transcript does not include or indicate your grade of the entire degree curriculum, please submit your academic records of the previous university as a supplementary document and as a reference material. The CGPA required in the application should be the one shown on the official transcript from the university you have graduated from. So maybe you did first year in a different university and the second, third, and maybe fourth year in a different university. What is important is the university you transferred to, where you spent probably 3 years. Okay, that is the CGPA you have to write in the application form, and you can submit the transcript from your first university as a supplementary document. Okay, so maybe if you are doing the consular confirmation, what you have to consular confirm is the transcript from the university you graduated from. Next is other eligibility questions. I meet all application requirements listed in the application guideline. Does this mean I am qualified to apply for GKS to all GKS partner universities? And they're saying not necessarily. The application requirements we have indicated in the application guideline are the minimum requirements to apply for the GKS program. So some universities and departments may have additional requirements such as a certain level of language proficiency. Therefore, we ask all prospective applicants to check the university information files posted with the application guideline to find required qualifications set by each university or department. If a university requests additional materials such as portfolio beyond NID's required documents, you should submit those materials directly to the university. So maybe yes, you may meet the eligibility criteria of the GKS through the guidelines, but each university also has their own requirements. So please check the university information to see if maybe there are certain things that you have to submit in addition to the documents for GKS. Okay, next is I'm currently living in Korea. Can I apply for this program? They are saying yes, you may apply for the program while residing in a different country. Applicants must apply through a Korean embassy where they hold citizenship, that is embassy track, or through a Korean university, that is university track. Embassy track applicants who are applying for from a third country must check the method of application, submission, or interview process with the embassy. Successful candidates who are currently residing in Korea or enter Korea from a third country will not be provided with entry airfare. Please be noted that it may take more time and effort to obtain necessary authentications, that is apostle, consular confirmation, certified translations, etc. on required documents from abroad. I don't really know if they really answered this question, but I think so. They're saying if you are living in Korea and you apply for this scholarship, maybe if you get a scholarship, of course you are here already, so they wouldn't provide you with entry airfare, but maybe in case you have to go back to your country to do some authentications, that will be your own cost. They are not going to give you any money, okay, for the entry airfare. Okay, now let's go to application submission and submission method and deadline. So the question here says, may I apply for the program by submitting my application to NID directly? They're saying no, you may not. Applicants must submit their application document to the GKS selection department at a Korean embassy or a university they are applying to. So please, we don't submit document to NID directly. You can apply through the embassy track. That is, you submit your document to a Korean embassy, or you can apply through the university track where you submit your documents to the Korean university of your choice. And please, we don't do online applications. All documents are to be submitted physically, okay? So you either post your documents to the Korean embassy in your country, or you can physically take them to the Korean embassy in your country. But for the university track, all you can do is to post it through EMS, DHL, FedEx, whatever. Okay, that is how you can post your document to the Korean university. We don't do online applications when it comes to Global Korea Scholarship. Okay, next is NID only accept applications from embassies or universities through official documents and does not accept applications from individual applicants. Any documents mistakenly sent to NID will be excluded from the screening and will not be returned. So please take note of this. Nobody should send any document to NID. In the guidelines, I know they stated something about maybe second round screening where they will be looking through your documents and all that. With that, you are not supposed to submit any document to them again. The document you submit to the embassy or the university, after they are done and they select you, they will forward those documents to NID. That's just what it means, okay? Next is, when is the deadline for the application? So each embassy and university has different application methods. Please check the website of each institution to find out the application deadlines. Embassies and universities that conduct the first round of selection have different application submission guidelines. So please check with the embassy or university regarding any submission related inquiries, such as application deadline, submission method. So I already said this in my comments. Someone asked me, when is the deadline? And I said, please email the embassy or the university's coordinators to ask them the deadline for GKS in their institutions. For the embassies, usually they announce the deadlines on the website. So please go to the Korean embassy in your country's website and check the deadline for that. For the university track, you can email the university's coordinator and ask them about the deadline. But I think they also write the deadlines on their university website as well. So please do research to find out, okay? Next is, I'm a citizen of China, Czech Republic. I'm going to skip over this, guys. Okay, this one too. I'm a US citizen living in Los Angeles. I think I'm going to skip over this as well. Okay, let's go to apostle or consular confirmation. For the legalization on required certificates, can I choose between apostle or consular confirm? And the answer is, countries that have joined the Apostle Convention can only issue an apostille. For the rest of the countries, you should obtain consular confirmation from the Korean Embassy Consulate in your country. If your country does not belong to the Apostle Convention, or if the document cannot be apostilled, please obtain a consular confirmation from the Korean Embassy or Consulate. So maybe you can check on Google. If your country is part of the Apostle Convention, you can get your document apostilled. If not, you have to go and do consular confirmation at the Korean Embassy. Now, each country has its own way of doing the consular confirmation. Please check the Korean Embassy's website in your country and then go to consular services, okay? Then you can check on how to do consular confirmation. They have the steps there on how they want you to notarize your document, get it legalized before you bring it to the Korean Embassy for them to consular confirm it. So please do that. Next is, can I submit an original degree certificate and academic transcript without apostille or consular confirmation? So the answer is, the required certificates must be submitted with an apostille or consular confirmation. Original documents without additional authentication, notarized documents certified by only a notary public, or certified documents confirmed by other government agencies will not be accepted. Exception is certificates issued by Korean government or institutions should be submitted in their original version without additional authentication. So some of you might think maybe if you submit original transcripts or birth certificates or degree certificates, they will be accepted. But no, they are saying no, you have to consular confirm them. Okay, at first, before 2022, you could apply for GKS without consular confirmation, but after 2022 they changed all those things. So you just make copies of those documents, and then you get them consular confirmed or apostilled, because if you send your original documents, they will not be returned to you. So please take note of that and do the consular confirmation. There is no time, as they've released the documents so early. Who knows when the deadline is? Okay, so please start preparing all your documents to apply for the scholarship. I think you have about 1 month. If you're going through the embassy track, probably you have like 2-3 weeks. But if you're going through the university track, probably you have a month or 2. It depends on each university. So please check the deadlines for each university or the embassy. Here is for embassy track applicants. Should I apostille my birth certificate 4 times? They're saying embassy track applicants should submit 1 set of original application documents. Okay, that includes the apostilled or consular confirmed document. Now, the consular confirmed documents become your original document. Okay, it doesn't mean necessarily your original degree certificate. You make copies of those documents, consular confirm them, and then those consular confirmed documents become your original documents, plus the original application certificates, application forms, which now you have to make 3 sets of photocopies of those original documents. Okay, so they become 4, and you apply to the embassy with those 4 documents. 1 set of original documents, then 3 sets of photocopies of the original documents. Okay. Now, next is I obtained an apostille on my graduation certificate in the past. Can I submit a copy of this document? They are saying it will not be accepted as a document, as the document will be considered as a simple photocopy. It does not matter whether it is photocopied in color or black and white. Your document will only be accepted if the government agency that initially issued the apostille issues a certified true copy, or if you obtain the certified true copy of your document from a Korean embassy. So maybe you did consular confirmation last year and applied with it for GKS, but you have a photocopy of the consular confirmed document. You cannot use that to apply for the scholarship. You have to have the original consular confirmed document. Okay. Next is, how should I submit the documents with translation? All application documents that are not written in Korean or English must be accompanied with a certified translation. For required certificates, apostille or consular confirmation is only required either on original document or on certified translations. If the document is written in both languages, that is original language in English, it does not need to be translated again. So if your document is written in a different language other than English or Korean, you have to translate it and get consular confirmation on those documents. But if it's written in both English and your language, it's fine. You can leave it. Next is, I will submit my original graduation certificate with an apostille, but it cannot be reissued anymore. Can it be returned? So as I said earlier here, please don't use your original degree certificate or transcript. Just make copies of them and consular confirm those documents for the application. Next is, I am curious about the validity of the authenticated documents. Can I submit my graduation certificate that was apostilled last year? The answer is, if there is an expiration date on the apostilled or consular confirmed document, the validity of the document will be judged based on the date indicated on the authentication. If there is no specific date, the document will be accepted if it was submitted within 2 years of the date of authentication. So maybe you did an apostilled document probably a year ago and you want to use it again. Well, if there is no expiration, yes, you can use it. But if the document has expired, then you cannot use it. And they are saying they will only accept documents that have been issued within 2 years. Okay. The next question is, I have graduated from another country. Therefore, I cannot obtain an apostille on my certificate from my government or apply for a consular confirmation from the Korean embassy in my country. How should I submit my graduation certificate and academic transcript that were issued from another country? The answer is, if your documents were issued from the university or from a government abroad, you should obtain an apostille of the relevant country. if the relevant country is a member of the Apostle Convention. If you are not able to obtain an apostle from abroad, please check if you can obtain a consular confirmation from the embassy or consulate of the relevant country. So maybe you are in Korea and you studied in Thailand. You have to check from the Korean embassy in Thailand to see if they can do the consular confirmation of the document for you. Okay. Next is selection of universities and departments. How many departments and universities can I apply for admission? They're saying if you apply through a university track, you may choose only one university and only one department. That is for university track. If you apply through an embassy track, you may choose up to 3 universities under type A and B. Please remember that at least one of your choices must be from type B. And please note that you may choose the same department for all 3 universities, but you cannot choose 3 different departments from a single university. Okay, so you can choose the universities, 3 universities for embassy as always, and probably I think it's best to go for the same major or department when it comes to the 3 universities. Choosing 3 different departments for the 3 universities can really complicate your application, so please make it as simple as you can. Next is, are there tips on choosing 3 universities? They're saying embassy track applicants should understand that passing the second round of selection will not guarantee an admission to the university that you have chosen. Embassy track applicants who only choose highly competitive universities can fail from all 3 universities in the third round of selection. Those are the SNUs, the Korea universities, the Yonsei universities. So those are the big schools. If you go and choose 2 of those universities and 1 from B, and a competitive university also in B, like, you might fail the whole third round selection. Next is, each Korean university has recognition for a variety of fields and has its own strength. Please conduct your own research to find out which university is the leading institution in the field of study you would like to pursue. Please also consider the fact that the cost of living for students at universities in metropolitan areas is higher than those in non-metropolitan universities. For reference, GKS scholars pay for their accommodation within the stipend they are given each month. I'm going to make another video about that, okay, guys? So if you're choosing your university, please do a lot of research to know which one you're going to go for. I can't tell you which universities you have to go for, please. Okay, next is recommendation letter. Who should I obtain my recommendation letter from? So we recommend you receive your recommendation letter from someone who can provide thorough assessment of your academic abilities, such as a professor or a dean of the department at your previous university. For applicants recommended by the International Organization Program, they must submit a recommendation letter from a partner university affiliated with the international organization. The recommendation letter should be dated within a year from the last date of the application deadline. Applicants who prepared their recommendation letter in advance may use the previous year's 2024 recommendation letter form. Only 1 recommendation letter is required, but applicants may submit up to 2 recommendation letters if necessary. So here, you have to get your recommendation letter from either your professor or the dean of your department. It's best coming from them because they know your academic abilities, because you're coming to study, you're not coming to work. So the recommendation letter is best coming from your professor or a dean of your department, okay? And for those applying through international organization, theirs are different, okay? But I know none of you is going to go through that. And this is for those who applied, maybe those who wanted to get their recommendation letter in advance. You could have used the 2024 recommendation letter, but right now 2025 forms are out, so just use the 2025 forms to get your recommendation letter. About the recommendation letter, I will speak about it again. Okay, next is certificate of language proficiency. Must I submit the certificate of language proficiency? That is either English or Korean. They said the certificate of English proficiency, TOEFL, IELTS, or Korean proficiency, that is TOPIK or TOPIK IBT, is optional, which means you may apply for GKS without it. I always say this. Even if you don't have it, you still have a chance of winning the scholarship, a high chance of winning the scholarship. Okay. However, some universities or departments may request applicants with certain level of language proficiency. So it is helpful to provide supporting documentation that proves your abilities, including language skills. A proof that English was used as a medium of instruction cannot be a substitute for English proficiency test candidates. So maybe you can get an English proficiency letter from your university, but don't submit it as English proficiency test certificate. Just submit it as other documents. Okay, add it as other documents, but then it will be a letter from your university showing that you used English as a medium of instruction in school. Other document submission inquiry. Should I include a detailed research proposal in the study plan? They are saying yes, you must at least describe the general direction and outlines of your study plans. If not in full detail, please elaborate on your study objectives in Korea, tangible plans during and after you complete the degree program. So you don't have to really detail your research proposal, just maybe a paragraph of what you want to research in your maybe PhD or master's, or the thesis that you want to explore during your master's or PhD. Next is I'm planning to apply through University Track. Can I submit my application to multiple universities? University Track applicants can only apply to one university and one department. As I said earlier, if an applicant is found to have applied to more than 2 universities, his or her application document will be excluded from the next round of evaluation. Even after the announcement of qualified applicant scholarships may be cancelled. So please don't apply to two universities, okay, if you are going through the University Track. If they find out you are disqualified at once, Embassy Track applicants whose application have not passed the first round may apply to University Track once more. Maybe if you apply to Embassy Track but then you fail the first round, then yes, you can apply again through the University Track, but you cannot apply for both tracks. Next is my name on my birth certificate is different from the one on my graduation certificate. What should I do when the names are different? Applicants must submit with the name on their passport, so the name should match. Okay, if the name on your passport is different from other documents, please provide a supplementary document issued by your government that explains the discrepancy. If your name is different, you have to submit something, documents that is explaining why there are issues like that. Selection result. How will I know if I have passed each assessment? Result of the first round of selection will be announced by each embassy and university. So here they will just be announcing the results for each round. For the Embassy Track, they usually announce the first round results through emails to the successful candidates, and sometimes they also upload the names on their website. For University Track 2, they will send you an email if you have passed or failed the first round. Also, for the second round, NID will just upload it on their website. Yeah. And the third round, that is the final round, they will also announce that on their website, and then they will now send emails to the GKS scholars. Korean language program. Is it mandatory for all GKS scholars to pass at least level 3 in topic after 1 year of Korean language? So yes, here you have to, after you come to Korea and you do the language studies, you have to at least get level 3 before you can start your master's or PhD degree. And some universities require you to submit at least level 4. So please check all those things before you apply to some of the universities. Here, if I become a GKS scholar, will I be assigned to a Korean language institution at a different region? No. Here, maybe if you choose to go to KAIST, you are going to do, for KAIST and UNIST and GIST, for them, they don't have language schools, so they will take you to different universities. But for other universities, let's say Donga University, if you come to Donga, you come to do your language studies here, and you start your master's degree here as well. The next one is the degree program I applied to is taught in English only. May I be exempt from the Korean language program? So here you cannot be exempt from the Korean language program unless you have topic level 5 already at the time you are applying for the scholarship. Next is, may I change my final university choice during my Korean language program or during the degree program? They are saying no, you cannot. Changing the university or transferring to another university is not permitted under any circumstances. Okay, so I said I was going to talk about the recommendation form. Okay, some of you are confused about certain things because they said something in the guidelines that you have to send the recommendation form directly to the receiving institution. Please, what they mean is, after you get the recommendation letter from your professor, simply add it to the application forms and post it to the university that you're applying to, if you're applying through the University Track, together with the GKS application forms, post it to the university. If you are going through the embassy track, take your documents together with the recommendation form to the Korean embassy. Okay, recommendation letter to the Korean embassy. Okay, so here what you have to do is you fill your name, the program you're applying for, that is master's or something, intended major. You fill this part, and when you are done, you can email this form to your recommender. Okay, here is to be completed by your recommender. So don't delete this instruction. Okay, leave it there for your recommender. Delete all other forms in this so you can make a copy of the GKS application forms. Okay, then you delete all forms and leave the recommendation letter form only. Then you email this to your professor or your dean after you have filled your side of the document. Okay, then your recommender can write his own letter in his own template, then attach this GKS recommendation form to the template that he has written his letter in. Then afterwards, he can just fold the two together, put them in one envelope, seal it, and then sign across the seal. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be done. So please do not be confused. Okay, fill your side of the form, then send it to your recommender. He will also fill his side and sign here. I mean, they've given a space for him to write the letter, but it doesn't matter. He can write in his own template and put them all together in one envelope and then sign. Okay, as they have indicated here. Please read the instructions and you will get answers to certain questions. So guys, I'm going to leave today's video here. As I said earlier, let me know which video you'd like first. The application, filling the application forms, or the study plan. Let me know in the comment section which one you would like me to do first, okay, so that I would proceed with that. Okay, all right, so I'm going to leave today's video here. Before I go, kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new here. Okay guys, so I'll see you next time. Bye.